And good morning, everybody. We're going to be starting day 9 of the build. First step today, we are going to connect this armature that we had built yesterday to the existing modules. So, again, and start following the steps. 8mm nut, bushing, fits right in there. Put the retaining screw in, like so. And this guy is going to go through this hole, and we will connect our acorn nut like so. Tend to want to cross thread these little guys, but if you're careful, you shouldn't have any issues. There's the wrench, it's going to hold it straight. Get a screwdriver. In there somehow, I'm sure there's a way. There we go. And I think I'm going to change my screwdriver head for a slightly larger one. Gives me a bit more purchase on this thread. So again, bear with me. Alright, so that's that head. Okay, so now we will tighten this side. There we go. And when I look at the drawing, now it is more or less in the right area. This needs to go down here somewhere. Probably going to attach to that. However, I think we need to tighten this up a little bit more because it's kind of sloppy. I'm guessing we're not going to want this to move, but I just don't know. But for now, that goes there. This goes here. See if we can't get it a little tighter, just in case we need it. We can always slacken it off if we need to. And there we go, nice and tight. It's very much like what it wants. And again, at some point or other, all of these pieces will attach to themselves and become one piece. So that's it for this step. I'll be back in a bit. Stand by. And we're back looking at step number 45, where we are going to attach this rod to this move out piece and see how that's going to go. So basically we'll start with a bolt and put it through here. That can go through there. We also need to have a lock washer installed as well. There's a brass bushing. All right, so this is going to require a bit of finagling because, of course, as you can see, the bolt is on the inside of that. So, if I could somehow, this looks like it could work. If I can keep this thing from falling over while I do this, this would be ideal. So, let's get our lock washer. It's not. Here's the lock washer. We also need to put in a brass bushing. Bushing goes in this way. There's a bushing end. Right. Then we will put on our acorn nut. This we need to hold tight. And this one, put that, slide that in. And nope, not quite. Not quite enough room in here to really can get a grip. It is possible, not likely, and I have it captured. Now, as with all of these pieces, I think they need to be relatively floppy so that everything can spin around. However, the problem with floppy is that it sometimes makes it very difficult to put stuff together. So here we go. And this knee will not be too tight because this is going to, in theory, maybe too tight. Maybe it's too tight because, of course, this only turns in this direction. So I think it is correct. This can't be too tight, just tight enough. Let's try it. Does seem to work. This seems to be part of. Well, I'd have to say it's doing what it's supposed to do. All right. Well, stay tuned. We'll be back as soon as we can.